All right, let's talk about something that absolutely has to be on every leader's radar: quantum computing. Now, we're not here to get bogged down in the complex physics. We're here to talk strategy. We're talking about a fundamental shift that's going to impact your security, your data, and your bottom line. So think of this as your executive briefing on how to navigate the transition to a quantum-safe future.
So let's just cut right to the chase. Here's the single most important question you should be asking your teams right now. If a powerful quantum computer came online tomorrow, way ahead of schedule, what happens? What happens to your data, your systems, your customers' trust? This isn't just some hypothetical exercise. It's the very core of a strategic quantum readiness assessment.
So why all the urgency? I mean, why now? Because the change we're talking about here isn't just another upgrade or a minor evolution. No, it's an inevitable disruption. Let's take a closer look at what this quantum threat really means.
For decades, quantum computing felt like something straight out of science fiction, right? Well, that has completely changed. It's now a very real, near-term security threat. We're talking about something with the power to make the entire cryptographic foundation of our digital world, well, obsolete.
And this brings us to the most immediate danger, something security experts call harvest now, decrypt later. The threat isn't years away. It's happening as we speak. Right now, adversaries are actively stealing and stockpiling encrypted data. They're just sitting on it, betting that in a few years, they'll have the quantum key to unlock everything. Your long-term intellectual property, your M&A strategies, your most sensitive customer data, it's all being collected today.
To really put this into perspective, think about the encryption that protects most of the internet today, standards like RSA 2048. Think of it as a complex, state-of-the-art bank vault. Well, a mature quantum computer could crack that vault in a matter of hours. The digital locks we've relied on for decades don't just have a weak spot, they have an expiration date.
Look, this isn't just some tech problem, it's a business continuity problem. The World Economic Forum puts it very bluntly: the time to act is now. Every single day you wait, you're increasing your organization's risk profile. And this transition, it's a multi-year effort. You can't just flip a switch. The clock is already ticking.
So when you're staring down a threat this big, where do you even begin? The answer isn't a panicked last-minute scramble. It's a structured, methodical approach. It's about charting your course with a formal readiness assessment.
And that is the Quantum Readiness Assessment, or QRA. Now, think of this less like a simple tech audit and more like a strategic evaluation of your entire organization. It's a comprehensive review of your systems, your data, and your processes to truly understand where your vulnerabilities lie in a quantum future. It's all about diagnosis before prescription.
The strategic benefits here are immediate and they're huge. A QRA answers the most critical questions you have. It tells you exactly where you're vulnerable. It helps you prioritize what to fix first, so you're spending resources wisely. It prepares you for new regulations. It strengthens your overall security posture today. And this one's key: it gets your entire leadership team aligned and on the same page about the challenge ahead.
Ultimately, it all comes down to a very simple truth. You can't protect what you don't even know you have. The foundational first step of any QRA is discovery, creating a complete inventory of every single algorithm, key, and certificate across your entire organization. This is the bedrock of your whole quantum-safe strategy.
But let's be crystal clear. An assessment, that diagnosis, that is not the end goal. It's the critical starting point. It provides the data you absolutely need to build a comprehensive, effective strategy, a real action plan.
The QRA feeds directly into your core strategic functions. First, it establishes your foundation, a clear baseline of your current risk. From there, you can build a practical, step-by-step transition roadmap. These findings then get integrated into your corporate governance, making quantum a formal part of your risk management. And finally, the assessment gives you the hard data you need to justify the necessary investments in new technology and talent.
Okay, so the path forward is clear. But how do you actually take that first step? Well, there are several proven ways to approach an assessment, and the right one for you is going to depend on your organization's size and maturity.
You could begin with a self-assessment, which is great for building internal awareness. For a truly objective and credible view, though, expert consultants are invaluable. Now, if you're in a large, complex IT environment, automated discovery tools are pretty much essential just to get a handle on your inventory. But the key takeaway here is that these aren't mutually exclusive. The most effective strategy is often a hybrid approach, tailored specifically to your needs. So, we end right back where we began. The quantum transition isn't a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And preparing for it is not just an IT task, it is a fundamental test of leadership. So the only question left is, will this be a disruption that happens to your organization, or will you be the one to lead through it?